Hey folks, this is Frank Deming, Mr. Market with Ease, and I just wanted to shoot this short little video just to help you out a little bit more. See, yesterday you downloaded one of my free reports that I have out there that shows you a simple formula to how you can easily collect commissions checks month after month without fail, whether you're promoting an affiliate program or your own program. Okay. Now, I just want to dig a little deeper and help you a little bit more with that. So, and it has to do with mindset. Okay. Now, if you're doing this, it's probably the reason for not collecting a constant flow of cash into your bank account, and that's what I'm going to title this this video because a lot of people are failing on a lot of stuff. And I know you guys don't know me because you just got onto my list. But I like to give a lot of content and do a lot of mindset stuff because I know everything stems around mindset. And once you have that going, your marketing just becomes very, 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 very simple. All right. So I'm just going to move with the content of this video. I don't want to make this too long. This is something that's going to help you tremendously. Okay. I did a recent survey to a finite group of people, and they had the criteria. They had to have the following criteria, basically. That's why I only selected a few people, and I went on other people's lists to do this. People are also in the internet marketing arena, and I wanted to find out, okay, if you've been basically trying to make money online for the past 2 years, you had to have at least try for the past 2 years and fail. So once you had that criteria, I sent out this survey. I basically asked them boldly. I said, okay, after trying for so long, why do you think you have been failing online? And this is just something based on what they felt. Why they felt there was, why they were failing. And, wasn't, it was just their opinion, basically. Okay. Now, here are the results. Now, the number three reason, based on my survey, I asked, it was about 220 people that I was able to ask. The number three reason that that they said that they thought they failed is because they purchased and believed in one of those one click to riches programs that keep popping up like I think it's like weekly now. It's actually monthly. I don't want to exaggerate, but it's about monthly. These one click to riches programs keep popping up, and they said they felt that's the reason why they failed because they believed in it and they poured their heart and soul in it and got burned. Right. The number two reason is they started their online business for the wrong reason. Now, the people on my list, and you will hear me say all the time, folks, when you start an online business, start it for the right reason. If your only reason for starting an online business is because you want to make money, this is true with any business. Okay, you have to have a strong reason why you want to do this online business stuff, whether it's brick and mortar business, online business, doesn't matter, but especially online business because it tends to have people pull people away from their jobs, and not once you pull them for your job, you still have that employee mindset. Goes back to that mindset thing again, and it's very difficult to get up, get get up and running and get some momentum. So usually the motivation is money and money, and that could be the reason why you're failing. So and they agreed. These are the people who they actually agreed. They said, "Yeah, I started my online business for the wrong reason. That's why that's why it took me 2 years, and I'm still failing." But here's the number one cause of online failure, and I'm sure that a lot of you who just joined my list, you can relate to what to what this is. And the number one reason that they think caused their failure was this: information overload. And you know, it's a very detrimental thing. So if you're doing this, this is the reason. If you're flocked with information overload, that's probably the number one reason. The other two factors, the other two were very important as well. But this was by far. I can't remember all the data, but I think it was a whopping like 72% said it was this. That's a lot. Now, among the many problems that information overload can cause, I want to talk to you about one of the major problems it's causing right now. And I'm going to get into the meat of this quick little video because I think you're going to relate to a lot of this. And if you're failing right now and you're doing this whole information overload thing, you're going to understand what I'm talking about. Okay, so let's just say that you have a goal to make $10,000 per month in your online business, right? So this is your path to success. You're going to start with zero. Eventually, you're going to get to $1,000 a month, and then eventually you're going to hit $10,000 a month, right? And I just wanted to put a high level thing, just to keep it interesting, right? Now, the standard process. Here's the standard progress that any newbie, someone new or see, even if you've been in the game for 2 years, I still consider you a newbie. If you haven't made $1 online, or even if you've just made, a couple of bucks, 500, you're still a newbie. So any newbie is just going to have a standard progress like this. Okay, so you're going to have the similar timeline that I showed you before. You're going to start out with zero, and then your path to success, you're going to move up to about $1,000 per month, right? Now, that generally, if you're a newbie, generally that's going to take you about 3 to 6 months. Now, I'm not all about hype, guys. I know you're new to my list. You just got in here yesterday, for God's sakes, and I'm a realist, and I know if you use fundamental practices of online marketing, it's going to take you 3 to 6 months to get to this point. The average person. I've seen people get to this point within a month, and I've seen people get to this point, even within 2 months. But let's just say, for argument's sake, you're slow or whatever, it's going to take you 3 to 6 months on average, right? Now, the next step, it's you want to get to 5,000 per month, right? And that's normally will take 2 to 4 months, excuse me, because once you get to that $1,000 mark, you have the secret. You know exactly what it's going to take you for you to get to 1,000. You now have what's called the right metrics. So once you have that right metrics, okay, I do X amount more and I'm going to get to 5,000, right? And that usually takes 2 to 4 months. Again, I've seen people, once they get to the 1,000, get to the 5,000 within a month, even less than a month, within a week, 2 weeks. I've seen it, to be honest with you, but I don't want to hype anybody. I've seen it. I'm going on averages, okay? Now, the next step, obviously, is you want to get to that coveted $10,000 a month, right? And typically, under normal circumstances, that takes someone between 5,000 and 10,000. It takes you about a month to 2 months to get there. Now, in this case, I have not seen it quicker than that. Once you get to the 5,000, I've been in the game for a few years now, and I haven't seen anyone really, between the 5,000 and the 10,000 crack, more than 1 or 2 months. Usually it takes about a month to get from 5,000 to 10,000 once you know how to get to 5,000. Okay, now that's the reality. That's a standard progress report, and that's the reality. Okay, so now, when you suffer from information overload and why people are failing, I'm going to show you in this next slide. Okay, now I'm going to bring back that same previous slide that we had before. Okay, this is the progress line. But here's what's happening, folks. Here's what's happening with a lot of you people. You're hanging around for 1 to 2 months. You're trying stuff. You're not seeing any progress. Maybe you see it a couple of $100 here, a couple of $100 there, maybe nothing at all. And after 1 or 2 months, you give up and you go right back. And you start with another program. And then every time you do that, guys, you end up back at zero. And that's hurting your that is hurting your progress beyond belief. I can't stress this hard enough, guys. Every single time you do that, you start at zero again. and you're just not moving forward. And what happens is you never reach this goal. This whole block from 1,000 to 10,000 never happens. And then you say this whole thing is a scam. And we can talk about that in another video. But that was the main problem which information overload causes. Okay, it's that whole next shiny thing syndrome. Okay, now if you're doing this, guys, you need to stop. Okay, you really need to stop doing that because that's not going to get you anywhere. And I can help you stop it. Okay, because if you're not earning at least $10,000 per month in your online business and you really inspire to do so, then I'm going to invite you to my webinar that I'm holding. Now, if you, I'm holding this webinar this week. Now, if you have not registered for it, I know I must have sent you an invite when you joined my list yesterday. If you did not take it, I think you owe it to yourself to do it. Number one, it's free. And number three, number two, you're going to find out some information that's going to help you because I'm going to be talking about some very key things on that. But now, guys, this is very, very important. Okay, I'm only running the webinar for this week and next. That's all I really have time to do, unfortunately, because I'm going to be getting very, very busy in the next month or so. So I wanted to squeeze this time in when I have some downtime to run this webinar so that you guys can actually learn something and start actually implementing some of the strategies that I'm going to be talking about in the webinar and actually succeed. Okay. Now, the webinar is going to be revealing the following things. This is why you should join. Okay. Why 90% of the online entrepreneurs fail. Now, this is very important information. The reason it's important is because if you're doing any of those things that the 90% of people are doing, you need to stop doing it. And it's a lot further than just information overload. I just wanted to tip that in so you can understand what may be happening in your business. But that's just the tip of the iceberg of what people are doing to fail. So once I reveal that, and you start, you'll see that it relates to a lot of the stuff that you're probably doing right now, which is probably why you're not succeeding. Okay. Now, I'm also going to be revealing what the successful online entrepreneurs do to succeed. This is paramount information because once you know what it is that they're doing to succeed, you just have to duplicate it and you start succeeding. You know that old saying, do what people do to succeed and you'll succeed. It's as simple as that. But the number one reason, and in my opinion, why you want to join this webinar is I'm also going to be talking about what you can start doing right now to stop information overload and other factors that are causing you to fail and actually start succeeding. That's very important because you want to actually start succeeding. You want to start seeing results. I'm going to invite you to a simple step that anyone can do who's really serious about doing an online business that will take you to the next level. Definitely. So you don't want to miss on this webinar. So anyway, here's what you need to do next. Basically, click on the link below and register for the webinar. This is going to be a very, very powerful event, and you're going to love it. Okay, so if you have not done so already, just click on the link, register for the webinar, and I'll see you there. Again, I'm only running it this week and next week. That's all I have time for, unfortunately. So with that, I wish you guys nothing but the best. Register for the webinar, and I'll see you there whenever you register. Take care, and bye for now.